COVID-19 pandemic causes cancellation of 2020 to 2021 PJHL season. Dan Kearns, Local Journalism Initiative reporter for The Standard, North Durham. There will be no Port Perry Mojacks or Uxbridge Bruins games this season. The Provincial Junior Hockey League, PJHL, recently announced the cancellation of the 2020 to 2021 season. While we did everything possible, it became evidently clear a season would not be possible with all the COVID-19 restrictions. With many municipalities removing their ice and using their arenas as vaccination clinics, our teams were without ice to practice or play. And with a league our size, the time to operate a season and then some form of playoffs became nearly impossible, a PJHL press release explained. With the cancellation of this season now officially announced, the league will be looking ahead at plans for the 2021 to 2022 season. Our teams will be embracing their communities to help bring hockey, entertainment, and business back to life as we all emerge from this pandemic. It will be an enormous task and will take the effort of all of our collective communities to rally together to support each other. The PJHL is community-based competitive hockey that stands for all the great things our communities are known for: active living, personal achievement, leadership, sportsmanship, teamwork, competitiveness, and community service, the press release stated. The PJHL Board of Directors, staff, and teams are now all actively engaged in planning for the 2021 to 2022 season, with hopes for a complete return to traditional hockey. PJHL play was initially interrupted by the pandemic during the 2020 playoffs in March. After that, some teams were still able to be somewhat active. Throughout the non-season, many PJHL teams were able to play in a bubble format and compete in modified 5-on-5 hockey with no contact. The PJHL followed all approved protocols provided by our local health units and our governing bodies to ensure we did everything possible to prevent the spread of the virus, the league asserted in a press release.
Vince's launches PPE recovery program. Neil Moore, brand manager, Vince's Market, Uxbridge. Most Canadians have adapted to the new normal by wearing personal protective equipment, PPE, on the job, while buying groceries, and anywhere they are likely to be in contact with others, particularly indoors. This adherence to health department protocols has undoubtedly saved many lives. But the COVID-19 pandemic has had other unintended consequences. That being the improper disposal of these masks, face shields, gloves, and other items. Who hasn't gone for a walk and seen discarded PPE littering the pathways and parks? Similarly, there's no shortage of these items scattered in parking lots or just outside a building's entrance. Indeed, there has been an overwhelming amount of waste created to keep us safe. Globally, 129 billion disposable face masks and 65 billion gloves are being thrown away each month. Vince's has signed on with Green Circle Ideas to participate in their innovative new program to recover and sustainably dispose of single-use PPE. These items include masks, gloves, face shields, eye protection, capes, gowns, disinfectant wipes, and single-use towels. At the store level, customers will see clearly marked freestanding PPE boxes in several high-traffic areas. Customers and staff can discard their used PPE in the bin's plastic liner and, when full, Vince's will ship everything back to Green Circle Ideas. These sealed PPE containers will then be safely incinerated to produce clean, renewable energy. The ash can be used as a filler in asphalt and other construction materials, with nothing going to waste. By supplying our staff with the necessary PPE and carefully following health department protocols, we have been doing our part to help reduce the spread of COVID-19 to both our customers and staff, said Giancarlo Tremarchi, partner at Vince's. That being said, we are pleased to be taking a positive step in reducing the environmental impact of these important safeguards. Andy Letham won't seek Kawartha Lakes mayor's chair in 2022 election. Dan Kearns, Local Journalism Initiative reporter for The Standard, Kawartha Lakes. Kawartha Lakes will have a new mayor after voters go to the polls next year for the municipal election. I have decided I will not be seeking a third term as your mayor, So I will not be running in the next municipal election, Mayor Andy Letham announced at a meeting on Tuesday, April 20th. Mayor Letham praised what council has accomplished so far under his watch over the last 2 terms. I want to say we've accomplished much together as a team. I know we have much more to do, so let's just keep going, he said. Mayor Letham was first elected to the position in 2014. He had over 45% of mayoral votes in 2018 to win re-election.
Brock Council looking for answers as issues at Allen's Place persist. Dan Kearns, Local Journalism Initiative reporter for The Standard. Brock. After hearing concerns about the same facility for months, the councillors are looking for answers from Durham Region Nonprofit Housing Corporation with respect to how they will make Allen's Place safer. Allen's Place is a 50-unit residence building in Cannington for seniors and people with disabilities. The building is run by Durham Region Nonprofit Housing Corporation, DRNPHC. In a meeting on Monday, April 26th, councillors saw a petition from residents regarding security concerns at Allen's Place. At the meeting, Ward 3 councillor Walter Schumer made a motion to receive the petition, to send a copy of the petition to Durham Regional Council members and board members of the DRNPHC, and to have Brock Council request Oshawa Mayor and DRNPHC Chair Dan Carter reply to the petition's writer, Alan Pepper, in writing, and send all residents an explanation regarding how the Nonprofit Housing Corporation is going to make the residents safer. The seniors at Allen's Place continue to be terrorized, and that is their word to describe it, not mine. And it is happening by a handful of residents who moved there, who are not seniors, but no doubt suffer from substance abuse, mental health issues, and possibly just a blatant disregard for their neighbors and the community they live in. Police calls are constant, and they continue, Councillor Schumer explained. The Ward 3 councillor also took exception with the way concerned Brock residents are allegedly perceived by South Durham politicians. Mayor Carter and many others label residents of the Brock Township as NIMBYs, residents whose opinion is labeled with the acronym for Not in My Backyard, for their concerns about housing issues being proposed in Beaverton and elsewhere, he said. Councillor Schumer stressed the issues at Allen's Place continue, and in some cases they are getting worse. We are talking trespassing through people's units, and for the local government to hide behind the idea it is not a regional issue is disgraceful, Councillor Schumer said. Ward 2 councillor Claire Doble said Durham Region needs to prove that they can handle issues like these. We know Durham Region is looking at other housing projects in our township, and we need to be sure they are able to address any issues that are currently before they even consider adding more, she opined. Regional Councillor Ted Smith stated, "It's been a disappointment hearing about these issues which have been occurring at this facility, and he feels these issues need to be addressed." Councillor Schumer's motion was later passed by Council.
The Standard Podcast was produced by Greenstream Studio for the Standard newspaper.